They'll run on first down. Craig, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
For the Titans and Chiefs, we think back to their encounter in the postseason last year, the AFC Championship game to be exact. And the Titans were riding high, coming off road wins in Foxborough and in Baltimore. And they led at one point 17-7, but as the Chiefs did 3 times in those playoffs, they rallied back from a double-digit deficit, ultimately winning 35-24 and punching their ticket to Miami.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Titans' 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Good. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Reed on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Jabari Zuniga.
He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
3rd down and 13.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Second and 11 now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And that'll set them back 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now Callaway on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Craig. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Titans.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the Titans' 1st down.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
I don't care what you is. You can't get none of this.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here we go. 30. Watch the call. Here. Here we go. Tiger.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Airing it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Craig, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Craig. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Craig. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused well, not almost. I think that one caused a mental flashback for everyone. Threw the pick before. Could this turn into a second one? And how would that alter the game for him?
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45.
Jabari Zuniga.
And it'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 24, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Mahomes going to throw.
20-yard line.
Being chased out left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And all the way down to the 39. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Trip left. 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch the
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing now, Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Crunch.
They'll try to run this one in. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Titans 28, Chiefs 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 32 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for